My name is Bailey Stauch. I'm a certified Cadillac sales representative here at Walkaround Cadillac in Fishers, Indiana. And today, I'm super excited to introduce and go over the highly anticipated, all-new, redesigned 2021 Escalade. Now, Cadillac's been around since 1902. They've been ingenuiting and creating machines for its consumers for a very long time, for generations. And the Walkarts have been around for about 4 generations, selling Cadillacs and building its clientele. Now, here is the 2021 Escalade. What you'll notice, it's completely different from its previous models. Every body line is different, every panel is different, but the first thing that you'll notice is the big grille. Now, this is a big marketing technique for Cadillac that they switched to. You'll notice it's similar to their XT6, XT5, and XT4. So what you'll notice is the iconic Cadillac crest, right? But what you'll also notice is that the grille is actually shaped in the form of the crest, because what Cadillac wants to do is creating this face, this boldness, something that is eye-popping, that you'll always remember, you know? Because Cadillac is that iconic, superior product. Now, what you'll also notice, they kept the Cadillac LED lights going down the middle. They switched things up with the headlights. Instead of having those big housing units, they switched it so that it doesn't take away kind of from the class of the vehicle. And what you'll notice is that they kind of trimmed down on the chrome as well. They made it more tasteful, a little more of a flare type. So they did it to kind of more accent, rather than go all the way around the actual grille. Now, they kept with the same engine, same 10-speed transmission, 6.2 liter V8. You'll have 420 pounds of horsepower, and then you'll also have 460 pounds of torque. Now, follow me around, we'll take a look at the interior. Now, a big difference from the previous model is that they switched to electronic door handles. So when you put your finger in, you'll press a button and open, it will go. Now, the running boards are also a little different. The model that we're looking at today is a premium luxury. There's 5 different trim packages for the Cadillac Escalade. You'll have your luxury, premium luxury, and your sport. Now, the upgraded packages are going to be your premium luxury platinum and your sport platinum. So instead of making platinum a trim package, they've made it a just kind of upgraded package that you can put on previous trims. Now, what you'll notice is that the running boards are a little bit different. You actually have lit up running boards. You can't see just right now, but during the nighttime you'll see that they're all lit up all along the side of the running boards. That way it's a little bit easier to see when they're open. Also, what you'll notice, the interiors have changed a lot. Seats look a little bit wider than the previous models. You also have about 8 different trim interiors that you can kind of customize to fit kind of your style, which is nice. If you follow me along to the back, this is really cool. So you've got 12-inch screens posted up on the back of the seats. That way your kids, anyone in the vehicle can be entertained. They can play games, watch movies and whatnot. They're almost the size of the iPad Pros, which is awesome. So the clarity of them are as good as a 4K television, which is amazing. Now, as far as space and everything, they've made it readily accessible and very easy to get in and out. That way your kids can pop the seats, no hassle. They've got about 3 different ways you can do it and fold the seats down. And what you'll notice, it does have the all-weather tech floor mats, which is my personal favorite, just because when you have people going in and out, dogs, family members, people, tend to make a mess. And you want to keep your Escalade clean. You can follow me to the back. So one of my favorite parts on the new Escalade that they kind of integrated on the XTS, the trunk release button was probably my personal favorite. I really enjoy the little things on the vehicles, and what they were able to do, the trunk release button on the XTS was actually the Cadillac crest. And so what I think is really cool that Cadillac did on the new Escalade is they integrated that crest to do the same thing as the XTS. So they didn't fully get rid of that, which I'm super excited about. Now, what you'll also notice is that the Escalade is larger. It's a lot bigger than its model before, approximately 7 inches bigger. Now, a lot of the same stuff is still integrated in here that all our consumers still like. Some of it's a little bit different. Now, the automatic seats, that's gonna come standard in every model. So everything's a push of a button. Because when you pay this much amount, why would you want something to be manual, right? Now they do fold all the way down flat. That way you can really optimize your space. So if you have anything big, large televisions, luggage, whatever you need, you can fit in this large SUV. Nothing compares to the Cadillac Escalade. Its competitors like the German Ingenuity, Lincoln, they just don't fit that standard. They look nice, however, the big thing for Cadillac is the ride, the style. For years, Cadillac has dominated the road with this large SUV. It's an iconic vehicle for Cadillac, and when you hear the name Cadillac, a lot of consumers will automatically think Escalade, right? Now, everybody's been anticipating this new redesign. They've waited a very long time. However, I think they've took the right amount of time to perfect their product, because that's what Cadillac does. You're not around for generations, making, cheap cars. You take the time and you listen to your consumers and you make a superior product, and that's what it is. Now, come around to the other side. Standard 22-inch rims, that'll be on all models. The big thing for Cadillac, believe it or not, is that everyone loves the Escalade ride. There's nothing like it. Nothing compares to it. However, believe it or not, they did upgrade it. Now, they upgraded it to an air suspension. Now, it's really cool because you can actually adjust it. There will be a little button there that will actually lower it. So when you're driving down the road, you won't feel any bumps, speed bumps, even potholes here in Indiana. You won't really feel them. Now, if I open this up, the first thing that you will notice, I know that you'll notice because it's one thing that I noticed, is the 38-inch OLED curved screen. Now that screen is absolutely amazing. No other vehicle has this. It's actually a 3-part screen, 7 inches here, 14.2 inches here, and 17 inches here. It'll come adapted with your Apple CarPlay, Auto Android, navigation, and Bluetooth. Now, on this screen, you can actually get more clarity than the previous infotainment system. You get about double as much as a 4K television. So the clarity and the response time, because I know on previous models, it was a little different on the infotainment screen. You'd press it, it'd kind of have like a short lag, or you'd swipe and it'd kind of go really quick. This is more fluid, like your iPhone or your kind of like Android phones. It's more fluid when you touch. The response time's absolutely incredible. Now, a couple other things. Like I said, everything on here is going to be automatic, but the big part of the big redesign was this center console. It's completely new. Cadillac's never had something like this in the Escalade. Now, we've got your electronic shifter that will control your 10-speed transmission. And then this little dial here is really nice because if you're driving down the road, you don't necessarily have to put your fingerprints on the screen. You can use that little dial to go through any of the apps, all the pages and whatnot, which is actually really nice. When I first came to Cadillac, they didn't really have that in every single model. And when they started doing that, I started playing around with it more. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna use that. But I actually find myself using it more because I don't want to put fingerprints on my gorgeous vehicle. You want it to kind of look clean. That, and it makes you feel kind of more luxury when you use it. Now, the steering wheel is a little different. Steering wheel is kind of like the XT6. Now, I like it because it's really sporty, sophisticated, and sleek, which matches the style and the feel of this vehicle. This vehicle is a sign of power, sophistication, and wealth. I mean, when you drive an Escalade, you feel fantastic. Now, a couple things too that they kept was your OnStar and the My Cadillac app. Two amazing options and features that you can have in a new Cadillac. There's a couple different ways, like the app is my personal favorite because you can start your car from wherever you are, unlock your car. So if someone needs to, one of your kids needs to get into the car and you're busy on a phone call, just unlock it from the app, have them run out and get it. Now, this vehicle, you can kind of customize it to fit exactly what you want. So, come on into Cadillac, we'll come take one for a spin and I'll go over it more in detail.